Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where we go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies, but before we get into that, I gotta give a big shout out to David Hatch and Alex Inkster. They've been supporting us on Patreon for a good long while now. Fellas, we really do appreciate it. David, Alex, you're two stand-up dudes, and we here at PCP wouldn't be where we are without you, so we thank you so much. And now on with the weekly pop culture wrap-up. Let's start with some comic book news. The Black Hammer universe continues with Colonel Weird, a 4-issue miniseries debuting this April from Dark Horse Comics, written by Jeff Lemire with artwork by Tyler Crook. Tyler Crook was the artist of Harrow County, most recently Manor Black. Fantastic artist. Very excited to see him work with Jeff Lemire. This is going to be an origin story for Colonel Weird, one of the characters from the initial Black Hammer arc. And even though that story, phase 1, has basically ended, Lemire promises a lot more set in the Black Hammer world. We got Skulldigger and Skeleton Boy, and this is a great addition to that mini-series. I'm really excited about this. This continues the tradition of Jeff Lemire doing an exceptional character study mini-series set in the Black Hammer world with an exceptionally talented artist, and I'm very, very excited for that. That launches in April, 4 issues from Dark Horse Comics. Firepower is a new book from Robert Kirkman. It's going to be published by Image Comics. It's got artwork by Chris Samney and Matt Wilson. Very excited for that art team. This book starts with an original graphic novel. Basically, they're going to do a little bit more of an innovative approach here, and the first thing that you're going to see is the trade paperback, the first one, right? And it's like the origin or whatever. It's called Prelude, right? Then the actual ongoing series debuts with its #1 issue in May. So the trade's first, and then the ongoing series continues, and I think it's a really cool idea. A lot of Kirkman fans out there, so you're definitely going to be excited to check this out. I'm a huge fan of Chris Samney and Matt Wilson. Amazing artwork, especially on something that's action-oriented, like the Black Widow run with Mark Waid. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with Firepower, which the solicitation reads it as it's basically Iron Fist. About an American dude who goes to some like mystical Eastern land and learns like mystical like kung fu powers or something like that. It's Iron Fist, right? But with this art team and Kirkman's little flair right in there, I'm very excited to check it out. That comes out in April with the trade, May for the ongoing series. Spy Island is a new one debuting in April. It's a Bermuda Triangle mystery. It's going to be by Chelsea Kane, Leah Berternick, Elise McNeil, and Rochelle Rosenberg. So I'm excited about this one because I love a good Bermuda Triangle story. Let's look over at the movies and TV world. Well, the Lock and Key trailer finally showed up. Finally, I've been teasing it here, they've been teasing it there, and it's just been so much build up to it. And now the trailer is finally here, and it did not disappoint. I'm a huge fan of the Lock and Key graphic novel series from Gabriel Rodriguez and Joe Hill, IDW Publishing. If you've never checked out that book, I highly encourage you to do so. It's so amazing. This series on Netflix starts February 7th. I could not be more excited. It was a great trailer. I loved it. Having read the book, to hear lines of dialogue that are from the book, to see images and events that are straight lifted from the book. It was very exciting. Speaking of trailers, that new Mutants trailer. So there's a new Mutants trailer. This movie's been like, delayed for, is it 2 years now, I think, or something like that? Oh my goodness. So it's like the last remaining Fox Mutants movie. And Disney, I guess, has just decided, let's just throw it out. It's actually coming out April 3rd, so it is going to arrive. The trailer, once again, focuses, it seems like it's more of a horror idea. But the trailer was actually good. I don't have much hope for this film because of everything that we've heard about its troubled production and troubled post-production and its delays, and then when Disney bought out the Fox properties and then they didn't know what they were going to do with it. Maybe they should just put it on Disney Plus. Maybe they should just shelve it indefinitely, but it's still going to come out. This is not part of the MCU. This is not the Mutants' first appearance there or nothing like that. But the movie's got some cool talent in it, and the trailer didn't look that bad. I kind of could be down for this movie, but I have my own idea about what the story actually could possibly be. There's a new Birds of Prey trailer, and I'm not completely sold on this idea of the Birds of Prey movie because I really am a big fan of Renee Montoya, the Huntress, and Cassandra Cain, and it doesn't feel like this is going to be their movie, that it's going to be more of a Harley Quinn movie, and I'm not necessarily a huge Harley Quinn fan. Alas, the trailer was actually okay. I was very excited to see Black Mask put on a mask. It's cool to see Victor Zsasz in there. The Harley stuff didn't really overly annoy me. It looked colorful. It looked kind of vibrant. It looked kind of like fun. So I'm still not really looking forward to this movie. I really still don't think I'm going to get what I want out of Cassandra Cain in particular. But I don't know. The movie seemed okay. And it seems like it's just going to be trying to have a lot of fun. So, I mean, we'll give it a shot. There's an October Faction trailer that debuted. So we've all been talking about Locke and Key. We're so excited. But October Faction's another comic book series that Netflix is doing a series for. And it debuts like January 23rd or something like that. It's kind of under the radar. I remember reading the first few books of October Faction, the first few issues, but it kind of fell out of it. Just I don't even remember much about the actual story. It's by Steve Niles, I remember. Was it IDW? I think it's IDW. Anyway, Netflix, I watched the trailer, and it seems okay. It seems kind of generic. It doesn't seem like anything special or new, and I don't really remember if it reflects well on what the comic book concept is, because I don't really remember it that well. I remember about a family and monsters. I don't know. But the trailer was okay. I mean, I may check it out just to see. Colin Farrell is, in fact, the Penguin at the new Batman movie by Matt Reeves. So this was already rumored that he was going to be playing the Penguin. But now it's true. He is playing the Penguin. I think that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. Colin Farrell's played a comic book villain before, Bullseye. You know, and no matter what you think about the Daredevil movie, he really hammed it up as Bullseye, didn't he? I think he'll be a fine Penguin, especially if they take a more serious, grounded, crime noir-oriented type approach to it. It seems like the rumors are leading towards an idea of something like Long Halloween, which kind of explains why so many villains are going to be in this movie, because they're also maybe planning for more than one movie, and maybe they're trying to lay things out. I don't know. Are there too many villains in this Batman movie? It depends. What's the main villain? What's the main point? The others are just characters. These are characters that operate in Gotham. Penguin's one of them, right? You read a Batman comic book, Penguin's in there a lot. He's not always the main villain, but he's a character in there. So, I don't know. I think it could be cool. I think Colin Farrell could be really cool as the Penguin. I'm kind of excited for that. Netflix has acquired the Howling rights. Rumors saying this. You know, I don't know if this has been confirmed. But apparently the Howling rights have gone to Netflix. And Netflix is in talks with Andy Muschietti, who was the director of the two new recent It films, to do a reboot of The Howling at Netflix. Howling's a great werewolf movie. If you've never checked it out, you love werewolf horror. It's one of the best. That and American Werewolf in London. Those are like, and The Wolfman. That's like the three. And then you can add in Curse the Werewolf, the Hammer film. I love that one. Was that Oliver Reed in that one? And then I really like Werewolf of London, the original old school one, like the first werewolf film. Pretty whatever. That turned into just a werewolf movie commentary, and that's fun. We should do that more often. Scott Derickson has exited Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, or whatever it's called. The Doctor Strange sequel. So the director of the first Doctor Strange film, who was going to direct the sequel, has left due to creative differences. What are those creative differences? Who knows? But this is something that's happened with the MCU before. Marvel's just going to truck right along, get another director, and they're just going to plot them in and be like, this is what we got planned, this is what we want you to do, and they're going to do it, and we'll see what happens. Right? Anyway, that's what we got for you this week. Let me know in the comments any of your commentary about what we talked about in this video, and join us Sunday night, 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time for Rockin Robbie Live. That's right, we're going to be talking about some of the most recent 5G rumors from DC Comics, and rumors about the Metal sequel, Death Metal, by Capullo and Snyder. So lots of excitement to talk about on the stream this weekend. We'll also be taking a look at this upcoming week's new comics. That's Sunday night, 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Rockin Robbie Live here on the YouTube channel. Anyway, thank you so much for checking out the video and all of your continued support. And if you do want to continue that support further, like David and Alex, you can do so at patreon.com/PCP. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on living.